Anger, a powerful, blazing force, can often feel as if it's consuming everything in its way. Like an uncontrollable wildfire spreading through a forest, it can scorch relationships, cloud judgment, and leave behind emotional ash where peace once lived. And yet, hidden deep within the heart of that fire, there lies a unique and beautiful opportunity. A chance to transform, to rise from the embers, not as someone burned and broken, but as someone wiser, stronger, and more grounded. Just pause for a moment and imagine, what would your life feel like if anger no longer dictated your behavior? How different would your days look if your thoughts were no longer held hostage by rage or irritation? Consider the possibility that each flare of frustration could be a doorway to deeper strength, a spark that illuminates not destruction, but growth. What if every time anger arose, it became a moment not to react, but to reflect? A chance to deepen your self-awareness and ignite your inner wisdom. In the teachings of Buddhism, anger isn't shunned or demonized. Rather, it's seen as a signal, a guide that points toward the areas within ourselves that are crying out for healing. It's not the enemy, but a messenger. And when we listen closely, it can teach us about our wounds, our boundaries, and even our misplaced expectations. Anger, when observed with clarity, becomes a gateway to transformation. Every single one of us holds within us the ability, the power to take that raw, burning emotion and refine it into clarity, to turn internal pain into peace. This process of transformation is not reserved for saints or monks. It is real, tangible, and completely accessible to you right here, right now. In today's journey, we will walk together through 5 simple but deeply profound reminders, small insights with immense power to help you release anger and welcome in a life of serenity, strength, and lasting peace. These aren't merely words of comfort for moments of fury. They are tools for a lifetime, instruments that can shape your character and cultivate unwavering calm within the storms of life. So, with an open heart and steady breath, let's begin. Reminder 1. Holding on to anger is like gripping a burning coal. The longer you hold it, the more you suffer. Picture this. You pick up a glowing coal, red hot with heat, with the intention of throwing it at someone who has wronged you, but instead of hurting them, you end up burning your own hand. That is the essence of anger. Every time you cling to it, replaying what was said or done, it's as if you're tightening your grip on that coal. The pain doesn't lessen, it intensifies. Now ask yourself, what am I really gaining from holding on to this emotion? What peace has ever grown from sustained fury? Letting go of anger is not about pretending nothing happened. It's about recognizing that your own peace of mind is more valuable than your ego's desire for revenge. Releasing anger doesn't show weakness. In fact, it reveals tremendous inner strength. It's a conscious decision to prioritize your well-being over the fleeting satisfaction of retaliation. Let go. Drop that burning coal, and you'll feel a weight lifted from your spirit. Reminder 2. One mindful breath is enough to create distance between you and your reaction. Anger often feels like a tidal wave, fast, powerful, and unstoppable. But one simple mindful breath has the power to interrupt that wave before it crashes. Inhale slowly, hold that breath, exhale gently, feel the shift within. In that single breath, there exists a sacred pause, a moment of space between the stimulus and your reaction. And in that space lies your freedom, your power to choose a different path. Close your eyes for a moment, draw in a deep breath, and feel it travel through your body, filling every corner with calm. And then exhale, releasing tension, letting go of tightness in your chest, jaw, and shoulders. This conscious act of breathing reconnects you to the present, away from stories in your head and into the sanctuary of now. With each breath, you reclaim control over your emotions. With each breath, you anchor yourself in peace. Let's reflect on a powerful truth. When you allow someone's actions to provoke your anger, even for a moment, you are handing them the remote control to your emotional state. Why would you give anyone that kind of power? Imagine your inner peace as a sacred, unshakable treasure. Would you hand it over to just anyone who throws a careless word or performs a thoughtless act? Probably not. Yet, in moments of anger, we unknowingly do just that. Haha. Reclaim that power. Understand that your response is always within your control. No one has access to your peace unless you grant it. By choosing to stay calm, by refusing to let someone else dictate your mood, you reclaim your strength. Your serenity is not up for negotiation. Guard it, cherish it. Let your calm be louder than your rage. Reminder 4. Compassion is the key. Others often act from their own suffering. When someone says something hurtful or acts in a way that provokes anger, our immediate instinct is to take it personally. But often, their behavior is not truly about us. It's a reflection of their own struggles, their internal battles, and their unseen wounds. Compassion invites us to look deeper. Ask yourself, what kind of pain might they be carrying? What unresolved hurt could be driving their actions? Now, let's be clear. Practicing compassion does not mean justifying harmful behavior or becoming a doormat. It means understanding that pain often expresses itself through pain. It's about seeing past the mask of aggression and recognizing the humanity behind it. When you shift from judgment to understanding, anger begins to dissolve. You stop fueling the fire and instead bring water to cool it. Compassion softens your heart, expands your perspective, and fosters a connection that anger can never create. Reminder 5, let go. Anger is poison, and holding on only hurts you. There's an old saying, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to fall ill. It's a bitter truth, but a liberating one. The longer you hold on to resentment, the more it corrodes your peace from within. Visualize this. Imagine releasing your anger like letting go of a balloon. Watch as it rises into the sky, drifting farther and farther from your grasp until it vanishes into the clouds. That release, that surrender, is not for them. It's for you. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means choosing not to carry the weight of bitterness anymore. It's choosing your well-being over your wounded pride. It's choosing lightness over heaviness, freedom over pain. In forgiveness, we don't change the past, we change the future. Anger is a natural part of being human. We all feel it, but we don't have to be ruled by it. These 5 reminders to release the burning coal, to breathe deeply, to protect your peace, to choose compassion, and to let go are not just antidotes to anger. They are roadmaps to a more conscious, more joyful, and deeply peaceful life. True mastery is not the absence of emotion. It is the gentle ability to respond instead of react. It is the quiet strength that comes with patience, the deep wisdom that blooms from forgiveness, and the tranquil power that lives in each mindful breath. And ask yourself, isn't that life? A life of wisdom and inner calm worth striving for? If these reflections brought you any value, please show your support by liking this video. Share it with someone who might be struggling with their own emotional fire. And if you'd like more Buddhist-inspired wisdom and daily reflections on mindfulness, peace, and self-mastery, make sure to subscribe. Together, step by step, breath by breath, we can build a life of peace. One that endures even in the face of chaos. Thank you for watching, and may your path be filled with clarity, kindness, and unshakable calm.